All right, we'll see if this is working. I'm not sure. I was going to try to do this in the shade, but it was too dark. So I'm going to do this in the sun. Wish me luck. So those of you who are beginners, you can actually start off in a chair. I have one over here to my right. But for those of you who do have hips that are a little bit more open and are comfortable sitting upright like I am right now, feel free to start on the mat. So we're going to start off moving the spine back and forth into what we call an arch and a curl. So sitting cross-legged like this, sit up as tall as you can, big inhale, and exhale, rock forward onto your sits bones, pull with your arms to lift your chest up, back to center, and then rock backwards into a curl. Back to center, and arch, back to center, and curl. Come back up, put the other foot on top, and rock forward into an arch, back to center, and then back into a curl. And center, and arch, center, and curl. Back up to center. Good. So that was a basic arch and curl. We're going to take one hand to the outside of the knee. The other hand's going to go on the floor behind you. And you're going to look up and over your shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, do a little release. Inhale up. And exhale, release. Inhale up. And exhale to release. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale to release. Change legs. Change to the other side. Inhale up. And exhale to release. Inhale up. And exhale to release. Inhale up. Exhale to release. One more time. Inhale up. And exhale to release. We're going to alternate from side to side now. Good. Now from here, you're going to lean sideways. Big inhale into your ribs, and then come up. Inhale into your ribs, and then come up. And inhale into your ribs, and return. One more time. Now from here, you're going to take your legs out a little bit longer, turned out. Hold on to your shins just below the knees. Imagine that your ribs are on a plate, and bring the plate forward, and then sideways, and then back, and then side. Inhale as you go forward, exhale as you go back. The breeze feels nice. And one more direction in this direction. And then you can put your hands down beside you to help as you arch all the way up. Side arch, and then curl. And then we're going to go the other way. From here, interlace your fingers, and you're going to do that same movement with your arms tracing the halo over your head. And then go the other way. Do a big inhale, frontal loop up through the center. And we're going to stay here. Inhale into your chest. Big inhale. Release your hands, and you're going to wave forward, so arch forward towards your feet. Roll backwards into a curl. Curl down towards your feet, and arch up. Good. Again through the center. Long, hot exhalation. And another hot exhalation as you curl to the center. Good. We're going to do that over one thigh now. And then the other way. From here, take one hand, reach it under your ankle, reach forward, around, and up, lift your chest up, and then dive to the center, and then reach forward, around, and up, and dive to the center, and inhale at the top, exhale as you dive, and inhale up, exhale as you dive. From here, you're going to reach your legs long in front of you. Feet are going to be flexed to start. And arch forward towards your feet. Curl back. And curl towards your knees. And then out towards your feet to lift your chest all the way up. Pointed toes now. Arch forward. Curl backward. And then curl forward. Arch up. With a flexed foot, you're going to grab the pinky toe side of the foot. Reach the arm forward, around, and up. Lift. And then dive through the center. Opposite leg, reach forward, around, and up. And then dive through the center. Now with a pointed toe. Good. So now from here, we're going to take the legs wide. You don't want to try to go into a full side split here, otherwise you'll do a belly flop onto the floor. So from here, you're going to arch forward, curl back, curl forward, arch up. Again to the center. Now over one thigh. And to the other side. Now with this one, you can just put your elbow down on the floor and reach up and around into a spiral. Change. Or you can slide all the way through the center. From here, we're going to come back into a long diamond shape with flexed feet, and you're just going to do some waves forward. Big inhale, lift your arms over your head. And exhale. Come back into a cross-legged position. Or just sit on your chair with your hands on your thighs. Rest. From here, I am going to get my chair. So when you get on the chair, what you're going to want to do is turn sideways like me. From here, you want to make sure this leg stays parallel. We don't want it to turn out. You want to keep the foot flexed behind you for now. You're going to take the same hand onto that hip. And now really push that hip forward. And from there, you're going to inhale, lift your chest, and try to push your heel behind you. And then release. So start by pressing the hip forward. Lift your chest up to the sky. And release. And again, press lift. And release. One more time. And we're going to change to the other side now. And from here, press the hip forward with your hand. Lift your chest up and around and up to the sky. Press your heel back. And release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more time. And exhale to release. From here, we're going to come down onto the floor, but you're going to keep your stool close. From here, if you want to, you can turn out the front leg. The back leg needs to stay parallel, though. So from here, you're going to press your hip forward, pull with the front foot, and then send your hip out to the side, and then back. So we're doing a little hula dance in the hip joint. We're going to change sides now. And from here, press the hip forward and then away from the stool. And you can add the upper body if you feel comfortable. Woo! Went a little too far on that one. We're going to change sides again. This time, you want to flex the back foot. You pull with the front foot, and you lift your chest and press your leg back at the same time. And then lower down. Pull with the front foot to open the front of the hip. Push with the back heel, lift the chest, and release. And again. And release. One more time. And release. For those of you who aren't comfortable being on your knees, you can stay on the chair and continue these movements. So from here, pull and push. And release. Good. You can put your chair away for now. You must stay hydrated. Should have got a towel out here. So now we're going to get on our hands and knees. And from here, you're going to turn yourself into a puppy dog begging. Rock back a little bit. Rock forward, tuck your toes under, and put your forehead all the way back on your knees. From here, straighten your legs behind you, and we're going to do a little wave. If you want to, you can come up to your toes. Step forward. And come up. Reach both arms over your head. Sweep forward. From here, you're going to do a few waves. If you need to bend your knees, you can. And from here, step one foot back, the other foot back, and put your knees back down. From here, we're going to go into an advanced version of knee to forehead cat back. For those of you who aren't comfortable with the full combination, just stick with the arch and the curl. From here, roll up one vertebra at a time. Reach both arms behind you, up over your head into a high V. Dive through the center. Back to all fours. Draw your knee in towards your forehead. From here, flex the foot of the supporting leg and reach the other leg as far behind you as you can, keeping it straight. Lift it up, and then up. From here, use your legs to push your upper body forward. Use your arms to press you up. From here, reach your leg up, and we're going to do a little spiral. And then back to center, lift your chest, and come down. Again, arch, and curl. Bring both arms around behind you, up over your head, big inhale. Dive through the center, back to all fours, and reach that leg behind you, all the way up. Use your leg to push your upper body forward. Use your arms and your back leg to bring you up. And we're going to do a little spiral this way. Come back to center. Lift your chest. And then come down. From here, knees apart. Sit back onto your heels. Forehead down for a rest. From here, we're going to come back up. You're going to reach your legs out in front of you. And we're going to actually let's start in this position. From here, you're going to bring your knees together and then push it out to the side and go sideways, bring your arm over your head. And then from there, draw the knees back together. Open them through the center. Draw the knees together on the opposite side. Push that leg out and reach toward it. Knees together. Open. Knees together. And then reach to the side. Knees together. Open. Knees together. And then reach to the side. Good. Coming back to center. Reach both legs out long in front of you. And so one hand's going to go on the ground behind you, the other hand's going to go on the outside of the foot. From here, you're going to reach that leg long and look behind you. Cross that foot over the opposite knee and curl forward. And again, inhale up and exhale, curl forward. Inhale up and exhale, curl forward. Inhale up and exhale, curl forward. Changing sides. And inhale up. And exhale, curl forward. Inhale up. And exhale, curl forward. Inhale up. And exhale, curl forward. One more time up. And then exhale, curl forward. Similar, you're going to have one leg turned out. The same hand goes to the outside of the foot. And you're going to reach it up in front of you. And then to the side. And then up. And to the side. And up. And to the side. And up. And to the side. Other leg. Sorry about that. So, continuing to the other side. Reach up, and then to the side. And up, and to the side. Up, and to the side. And up, and to the side. Good. So now from here, you're going to take the legs wide. You can put your hands behind you. From here, keeping your knees bent, you're going to take one hand to the inside of the knee, push that knee back as you lift your chest up, and then look for that foot over the opposite shoulder, and come back to center. And we're going to do the other side. Delay your leg, lift your chest, and then look for your foot over the opposite shoulder, and then come back to center. We're going to do that one more time each side. And then to the other side. Good. So now from here, you're going to delay your leg, bring it behind you, and curl towards your front foot. From here, come up, reach both legs out, delay the leg, wrap it around behind you, and curl towards the front. And again, come back to center, delay the leg, wrap it around behind you, and then go forward. And back to center. Wrap it around behind you before you go forward. Now from here, some of you may want to use a yoga brick under your hip. You're going to reach both arms out to the side, both legs straight. Then here, you're going to turn towards one leg, grab that shin, and use that to lift you up. If you need a yoga brick, right now is the chance to put it underneath this hip as you slide backwards. Trying to keep this leg parallel, and then lift your chest up into an arch. So if you're using a brick, that's what you're going to use it for. From here, we're going to go wide again. To the other side, use your shin to lift you up, and then slide. Wide through the center. Use this leg to lift you up, and then slide. And then through the center again. Use that leg to lift you up, and then slide. From here, you're going to come flat onto your back with your legs up in the air. Bring your feet close to your bottom, knees together. Float your arms up. Press them down to lift your chest first, then lift up the hips. If you can, make a fist behind you. Now initially, you're going to pump through your mouth, pushing the hips up. Now you're going to breathe in and out through your nose really fast, opening the chest. Exhale, squeeze all the air out of your body. Cough at the end. And then roll down. And take a rest. From here, we're going to do a little bit more back strengthening exercises. So you're going to be rolling over onto your tummy. From here, you're going to do a little curl and then elongate. Slide one elbow in, reach the opposite arm around to grab the foot. From there, push the foot into the hand to lift you higher. Release, float everything off the floor, and then we're going to change sides. So pull one elbow in, wrap the other arm around to grab the opposite side of your foot. Push your foot into your hand to lift you up, and then float, and come back to center. Little rest. From here, you're going to slide both elbows in, Lift your legs up behind you. Don't push with your arms. Pull with your arms to lift you higher. And then lower down. Again, slide your elbows in, pulling the shoulders down out of the ears. Pull with your arms, don't push. Pull with the arms to lift up. And then lower down. From here, your hands are going to come next to your armpits. Sit back on to your heels. Knees apart. Rest. Okay. All right, Hesham, you ready? You're going to come up into a lunge position. Okay. From here, rock backwards into a curl. And then you're going to push forward and up into an arch. And again, rock forward. Push through the front heel, curl backwards. Stay curled, dive down, and arch up. On this one, try to flex your back foot. Both hands on the knee and press. Now, if you feel comfortable doing this, more comfortable doing this with a chair beside you, you can. From here, this time we're going to go back. If you need to, you can use a yoga breath here under your hip. We're going to dive all the way forward. And up into an arch. Arch forward. And curl back. Curl forward. Arch up. Arch forward. And curl back. Take a little rest before we continue to the other side. Here we go. So with each one, it gets larger and larger. And this hamstring is definitely not as strong as the other. And then we're going to slide. And again, little rest. And we're going to do a little bit of bending in the opposite direction. So you're going to come back onto your back. Reach both legs up and over. Lifting and lowering the legs. And that's about as much as I can handle in the sunshine.